Hey there everybody, this is Spiraling Helix and welcome back to the bonus round where I'm gonna show off my top 10 favorite soundtracks from The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Now, in this is purely what I think my favorite are, not the official top 10 of all time. Even so, I have made a few subcategories with some points just to give a rough idea of how they fit. Although they do not, the final score of each one does not correlate and they will shift slightly, as you will see soon. So let's get straight into it! Starting off with that foghorn! Sorry guys, I should have given a warning for that. We have the minigame theme that you hear in, well, effectively just this minigame. So maybe not an overall minigame theme, but you also hear it when you're blasting off from a cannon. I just love this because, you know, it's a silly theme. Like, if there's an idiotic moment at all, this is where it is. Isn't this one just so relaxing? This is of course the Zoras Domain. If there was one place in Hyrule that I would love to just chill out in a vacation spot, Zoras Domain would be it. It's just so peaceful and there's waterfalls. I mean, you just can't beat a waterfall. Plus, the Zora are pretty darn cool. I like the Zora. Getting back into the action with this one. This is the fight against Blizzetta at the end of the Snow Peak Ruins. This one just sounds so cool and like you can kind of hear the ice theme too, but I love the like crazy organ. Like it's just awesome. Not to mention when it picks up too, and I don't mean this bit. It gets crazy by inserting the main theme into it. And it's just awesome and gets you worked up. And this is the most fun boss theme. Okay, maybe not the most fun, but it's the first like crazy boss theme you hear. And I love it. Ooh, here it comes! Here we go, something that stands out quite a bit. Now, I'm kind of skipping the first part of the soundtrack for this one. Cheating, yes, I know. But that's just because it builds up all the way and, like, it's fairly basic at the beginning. But I love this one because it's a bit of a mashup between different boss themes, and I just love my mashups in music. Like, seriously, that's why this one is at number 7. Although it does kind of stand out a bit as like, it's got the crazy beats behind it. But the thing I really love about even the crazy beats and all of this too, is how it fits Zant. Like, it's his character all over, just going crazy. I mean, just listen to this. I mean, that's just completely off the tracks. But this part here is the best part. Going all out crazy, like I can just imagine hearing Zant screaming in the background, go. That's right, boss battle after boss battle, and what way to top off this string of boss battles with the final boss fight. This is, in particular, when you're fighting Ganondorf one-on-one in a sword battle, because this one is just so epic. Now, I will say that this one is a bit more epic for me because I've heard the 25th anniversary edition of this, and live in orchestra, in fact. So yeah, I am a little bit biased, that's why this one is so far up on the list. But it's still awesome, and the way it incorporates his theme into this, and those drums, and the grunting, and so cool. And coming out of that one into this kind of makes me feel sad. Always, Midna's Lament is the most depressing soundtrack there is. I mean, this is basically when she's on the brink of death and everything's gone bad. I mean, you can't even go into your favorite bar anymore because they call you a monster. It's just so depressing, and I can't make it through this without crying, darn it. And coming into actually quite a similar sounding one now that I think about it, we have the Sacred Grove. Really, I just love the Sacred Grove. Especially like the recurring Saria's song from Ocarina of Time, in fact. It's like, no wonder why this is such an iconic soundtrack throughout the whole franchise. And I do love it most when the Skull Kid's playing it on the trumpet, because that's just awesome. That one doesn't get you worked up, I don't know what will. Of course, a 10 in the iconic rating, because this is just so epic! The Hyrule Field theme is amazing. You go through battle after battle across Hyrule Field. You get to explore everything and ride on Epona on horseback. It is just awesome! Like, seriously, I cannot talk about this soundtrack enough. Here we go! I just love the hidden village. It's like... it's an old western shoot-off between friend and foe. Even though Link has no friends, or at least Epona isn't he. But it's so cool, it's like a Mexican standoff but with bows and arrows. They have flaming arrows and like, it's just the best western theme ever. Is it iconic? Probably not too much. Like, maybe for me, yeah. But that's what the nostalgia's for, hence the 10. But so far, nothing in this list compares to the number 1 spot. That's right, we have the sound of rain from Hyrule Castle. Okay, in all seriousness, it's not just the rain. The Hyrule Castle theme, taken from A Link to the Past, I believe it is. This is just perfect. I don't think they could have done a better job with this soundtrack. It sounds so regal and posh and like a castle. Like, if I was to walk into a castle that still functioned as a monarch's home or something, like if there was a king still living in a castle and I walked in, this is kind of what I'd expect to hear. It's very atmospheric and cool, and it just works. Plus, it builds up the suspense like you wouldn't believe. Like, going from a place with no music, just rain, into this place. There is tons of suspense in that alone. But then you get to the top half of the castle, once you have the big key. This is once you start ascending towards Ganondorf and the final fight. I just love this bit so much, and as you ascend each part of the castle, it just gets bigger and better and harder enemies and more traps and broken stairs and all of that. You even see the spirits of dead soldiers. I mean, Hyrule Castle's pretty darn crazy. It's got ghosts in it. But just as you ascend, and Ganon's main theme just builds into the soundtrack, it just gets too epic for words. Like, I legit cannot think of a time where Ganondorf is more imposing and feared than in this game. Like, I would be scared of Ganondorf from Twilight Princess. The other ones, maybe not so much, but this one, oh boy, this one would definitely make me run away. Thank you so much for hanging out this long, guys. And please, if you liked this one, subscribe and let me know what your top 10 soundtracks are from this game. And follow me for more content. With that, I'll see you guys next time. This has been Spiraling Helix. Bye-bye.